My beautiful people, today we give God thanks for bringing us again into this beautiful space. A space where we can speak about real issues that affect lives. The ones that nobody talk about in the pulpit. The ones you cannot discuss at church. The ones that become taboo. The ones that are real life, that you feel, that you live every day. Today I want to talk about Christian dating, what presently exists. If you're divorced and you venture on a dating site, attempting to find your next hopefully husband, it may be the hardest thing to do. There are profiles that may say Christian, but I also find that Christian today means so many different things. It doesn't necessarily mean a man who is committed to Christ. It could mean someone who was baptized as a child, someone who was introduced to God as a child, someone who has heard about God, someone who is not quite an atheist, but not necessarily someone who has a committed relationship with God. So as a woman, what do? You're invited on dates because you are still beautiful. And you may want something totally different on a date. When you say you want to go bowling to you means meeting someone at the bowling ring and really just bowling away and having fun, hopefully making some strikes. But what if your bowling partner has a different idea? That you're to be handed and gloved, that you're to be hugged and touched and fondled and kissed. How do you respond? These are real issues. Well, how about one who is decent enough to invite you for the weekend, but decent enough to book a hotel room for you, not entering without your invitation, and knowing that he sits on the chair, not on the bed, and knowing fully well he will not hug you, kiss you, attempt to pull you into an embrace. Decent enough to sit with you over a meal and have a conversation like adults, not expecting to jump into your bed or you in his. But what if that same gentleman now tells you, oh, I'm getting a divorce? Now, as sweet as he is, you have come to a roadblock because he is still married, and any relationship with him amounts to adultery. So here's this lovely gentleman from whom you have to back away. And what if you decide that, oh, here's a lovely one, he's inviting you to meet, and you decide it has to be a public place, because all meetings, if you're sensible, for a first time should be in a public place. It's sensible because it keeps you safe, if nothing else. So you meet this gentleman in a mall, and you walk to the food court and you find a bench where everybody's sitting. And you probably find a space that is comfortable enough to talk without the whole world hearing. And you find you don't really have much to talk about except how the day was for both of you. And then he says to you, do you want to meet me again? Oh yeah, sure, we could talk some more. Should I book a hotel? Are you kidding me? Why would you want to book a hotel, sir? Why would you want to book a hotel? I have only just met you. What are we going to do at a hotel? It does get harder because you just found this other one. There's no beauty in him. He's unkempt, really. Disheveled hair, fully bearded face, not bothering to put on a nice, clean shirt to meet you. And he's ready to kiss, and he's ready for anything else that you will offer. But he comes with the full package. He says, move in with me. You don't have to pay your mortgage anymore. You don't have to rent anymore. You don't have to work anymore. And what if you're just about at that age where you're tired? You have been working since 18 and you are ready to retire. What happens? What happens?